Republicans in the Senate took the first steps toward their long-standing goal to do away with President Obama's landmark Affordable Care Act. The Senate approved a budget resolution that will be used to speed through the repeal process. The House will take up the resolution today, but even some Democrats are concerned that there is no replacement for what is commonly known as Obamacare. In his news conference Wednesday, President-elect Donald Trump told reporters there will be a new plan in place once the health care law is killed.
We don't want to own it politically. They own it right now. So the easiest thing would be to let it implode in 17, and believe me, we'd get pretty much whatever we wanted, but it would take a long time. We're going to be submitting, as soon as our secretary is approved, almost simultaneously, shortly thereafter, a plan. It'll be repeal and replace. It will be essentially simultaneously.
The plan doesn't exist. Angela Peoples. Doesn't exist.
It doesn't, sorry.
They've had 8 years. It doesn't exist.
The plan doesn't exist, and there will be some very serious consequences as soon as it happens. The thing that I thought was interesting is there's been a lot of this news about, about the Affordable Care Act, and I've heard so many folks and a lot of folks messaging on social media about having conversations with their friends and family that are talking about the Affordable Care Act and the insurance that they get, and realizing that it's the same thing as Obamacare, and folks being like, well, wait, that's under the Fed. People who are getting access under the Medicaid expansion.
You mean the guy who's on Facebook who's like, that's right, this doggone Obamacare, I'm glad they repealed it. It ain't got nothing to do with my Affordable Care Act. Fool, it's the same thing.
But honestly, that man is an example of millions of people across the country who were fed all of this information and also were sensationalized using the language of Obamacare, and now it's sort of being adopted by the administration. But I think that this is an example of the huge misinformation machine that has got us into the place we are today.
Roger, this was laughable. Again, they don't have a plan. And all of a sudden now you Republicans who are saying, y'all might want to slow this repeal thing down because we don't have a plan.
That's the problem. I mean, look how long it took for Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act to come into fruition.
Half a century.
Exactly. So now you're going to repeal the currently, and then all of a sudden just throw out a plan. I mean, what is that going to consist of? Where's the data? Where's the research? What is the model? So, okay, so you repeal this, and so what's going to be, you're going to destroy this model, but then put up a new one in the same time?
So, Brandon, I'm looking.
I'm trying to understand.
So, Brandon, I'm looking.
It doesn't make sense.
Brandon, I can't see a plan.
I don't. It doesn't make sense.
So I'm asking Brandon,
right.
Is it dangerous for your party to play this game to say, oh, we're going to repeal immediately and replace it when you don't have anything to replace it with?
So what I say again, they said there's not going to be any window between the repeal and replace. So when it does come about, whether it's on the first day or 2 months, let me finish the comment. First of all, let's take a step back real quick. Republicans agree there are some good qualities of the Affordable Health Care Act, the pre-existing conditions clause. They're not taking that away. Hold on, Roland. They're not taking that away. They support that clause. Let me finish. No, it is not. No, oh my God, misinformation more. It is not. All Republicans have agreed, and Trump, at least, and Speaker Ryan have agreed that they are going to keep that provision. That's something they agree with. Keeping young people on 26 years on insurance as 26 years old. That is something that they agree with. They're going to keep. Okay. The expansion of coverage is something as well that they said they're going to keep. What the issues are, but let's make it clear. There are issues with the Affordable Health Care Act.
Name it.
There are no issues either.
Name it.
I'll start with Bill Clinton's comments during the election. I am about to name the issues. Again, I'm quoting President Bill Clinton when he said it's a crazy system, that premiums are going up and coverage is going down. That is one thing that is bad. Two, I'm going through a list. I'm going through a list.
No, Brandon, you're citing a problem. I'm asking you for a solution.
No, you asked for the problem.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I specifically asked you, what is their plan to replace? The plan.
Again, I am not in Congress. I'm telling you right now, there is no plan at the moment. I'll tell you right there.
Hold on. Repeat that again.
But they're not repealing it now. When it's time to repeal, they present the plan.
Rashad.
The current system is broken now. The current act is broken. Democrats agree with that.
Rashad
agrees with that. The current state of it is not going to work.
What people need to remember
is that
the repeal does not have a replacement. And the repeal is repealing Obamacare. So it is repealing the 26-year clause. It is repealing the pre-consistent clause. In fact, Republicans hate Obama so much that they are willing to punish 20 million Americans by taking away their health insurance and putting them back in the market because they hate President Obama so much. I also want to say that this is a moment for the people, for the folks on the left. For the folks on the left, because this was a missed moment. Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act was a compromise, and it was a very flawed compromise, and we should have been continuing to push for universal Medicaid, for single-payer health care, for the things that would have fully covered all people, because this, once again, is a reminder that the market-based policies around healthcare that allow the insurance companies to win, which is what Obamacare is, and which is what the Republicans
for the plan. What compromise? He controlled Congress when it passed. This is 100% Democrat plan.
This is very simple. I'm still waiting for a plan.
When it's time to repeal it'll be a plan.
And guess what? We'll still be playing hide and seek.
Kickstart your day at 7 and get the news you need from the perspective you want. NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.